Before we get started actually looking at the layout, I thought you may wish to see what the layout looks like in a schematic. You have two, if you follow my cursor here, two main lines surrounding the whole layout, much of it in tunnel over the top. Main line station here, which is the Aliston Lee Junction station, and the junction takes you off to the terminal arrangement over here, terminal station here, and also to sidings that's in this area. There is a tram circuit. It's just two tram system here. It's not on the map, it was too compressed to be able to put it on there. But there is an underpass under it, which is part of the branch line, which slips up over the top of the tunnels and is this part up at the top here. There are two little areas, villages. One of these Gisborough, that's where my mother was born, and that's I've visited many times. And that's up in the north, and that's the north side of the layout. And we also go over to Slights. That is an actual station, like Gisborough is an actual station. Not so much the station, but the name itself. In the middle of that name is the word Lee, which is my son's name, L-E-I-G-H. And that's part of the naming strategy. Aliston Lee Junction. Alison's my eldest, Kirsten's my youngest daughter, and Lee is my eldest son. Station up the top, Tomlin Dunes. It's called after my wife's maiden name was Tom, and her first name is June, so Tom Dunes. Well, Tomlin Dunes sounds good, so that's what it is. And Darlington Yard, which is the actual storage area. I was born in Darlington, so that's my reason. Naturally enough, LNER, London North Eastern Region, is the region I'm modelling. Fictitious, but based on certain stations within the area I'm familiar with. Aliston Lee Junction, for instance, reminds me very much of Northallerton, which is terrific for seeing high-speed trains run through the station. Very good. Individual turnouts can be operated from here, and the turnout obviously responds accordingly. In addition to a number of these turnouts, that can be operated manually as well. When we select a particular siding, in this case it turns green to give you right of way. Over here we have a shed, so that allows us to store diesel. It's a diesel shed. Over here is the turntable, and there are several spurs off this turntable where we store steam engines, so this is our steam depot. Let's start off with a night scene with Class 47 Prince William pulling a rake of Pullman coaches. So the sun comes up pretty quickly on the model railway, just like that. This demonstrates the signals here. The train ahead has just gone through the previous block, so it's gone to green. The express has got clearance now, so it's Prince William again, pulling the rake of Pullman coaches with the table lamps fully lit through Aliston Lee Junction station. For a slower pace, here you see an austerity pulling a coal train from Darlington Yard siding 4, heading towards Aliston Junction. Coal train has just passed over the viaduct and is heading now through the station, one of the relief lines. And here we see the same coal train passing through Aliston Junction station, heading off onto the main line. I mentioned automatic signalling earlier. If you look at the signal there, despite all the mess from the workshop behind, you'll see it change from the green to red as it enters the next block. When the train leaves the next block, then this signal will turn yellow. Here we see the coal train returning to the yard. This is an LNER N2 062 tank engine with sound that is pulling a train of oil wagons. I omitted to put a barrier wagon after the locomotive, so people have to wrap my knuckles for that. Here are some views of the tramway, which is run automatically as I mentioned before. All the turnouts or points are sprung, so that there's no need for any manual operation of the points. train takes this circuit twice and then eventually comes to a halt at the very end of the line there and waits till somebody pushes another button to start it again. Here you see a Grizzly A4 in garter blue herring gold on the down line, thundering away through the station, with sound of course. On the up line is the A4 Golden Eagle in LNER green livery. Diesel multiple units are frequently seen on branch lines. Golden Eagle is pulling a rake of LNER teak livery coaches. The royal train, which has stopped to pick up a sandwich for the Queen, is being pulled by LMS Duchess of Sutherland. The Deltic diesel Pinter, pulling an up train to London, passes while Herringull parks up for the night. An HST thunders through the station. Just to slow the pace towards the end of the movie, some general views of the scenic details.